Nicely fielded there. A very good effort, but it's again a boundary.
Yeah, it was a good effort, but looked like Karan Casey didn't see the ball or didn't pick the ball. He started to move the other way initially. But it was a very good shot. Back-to-back boundaries for Rohan Mustafa. That relieves the pressure on him. That was building on him.
Very well bowled. A good comeback by Lalit. Well, Rohan trying to bring out his best sweep shots and the reverse sweeps out. Working very well for him and for his team.
Yeah, Rohan tried this shot. This is the fourth time he tried. The two was successful, and the second was not successful. Playing straight to the mid-wicket fielder. That's a dot ball. At the end of 32 overs, UAE, they are 149 for 3. Dipinder Singh Airi, it's going to continue from the pavilion end.
On to his fourth over, Dipendra. Very nicely bowled there. Went straight with the arm. Beaten in the flight, Sharafu.
Yeah, Shara talking about Dipinder Singh Airi. He's a very good find for Nepal. A very good all-rounder. Bats very well. Bowls very well. He's a very smart thinking cricketer. And you can see that he's mixing his pace, bowling, darting it in, giving some air, mixing his length. I think he's using the crease as well.
Slightly short. Cut away for a single. Yeah, as you said, he is in his prime right now. Just, if you see the last performances in his PM Cup, he was the man of the series, good with the bat and the ball. Should be carrying that confidence in this game as well.
Yeah, looking at him, he looks confident every time he bowls or every time he comes to bat. That is the positivity that you need in a cricket player.
Absolutely. You can see in his body language. Nicely driven there in the long off region by Rohan for another run.
Yeah, talking about Nepal's newly appointed captain, a very young captain, Rohit Paudel. What do you think about his captaincy in this game till now?
Too early to judge by the stage right now. I mean, it's just started. Yeah, end of the over. We'll talk about it in the next over. Nepal 149 for 3. Sorry, United Arab Emirates.
Kushal Bhurtel, the new bowler from the Chobar end. I think Rohit Kumar Paudel has recognized the pitch that it's not easy to play spinners. That is why he's opting for spinners.
So in his first ball, slightly short cut away by Rohan for a single. Yeah.
I think Rohan was a bit unlucky there. That was a very half tracker. He should have put that away for a boundary. But it was just a single down to the sweeper cover.
Shot again. Pulled by Sharafu for a boundary. Very nicely played shot there by Sharafu right into the gap between the square leg and long on region.
Yeah, that was another yet half tracker by Kushal Burtel. A wrist spinner, it's never easy for a wrist spinner to come and bowl. And he's not a full-time bowler, he's a part-time bowler. A very well picked up boundary by Sharafu.
Yeah, Burtel losing control. Bowled it again for a wide down the leg side. Yeah, early pressure to the bowler. Trying to find his line in length. As you said, leg spin is a very difficult art. Might take a couple of balls for him to get into the spot.
Yet another short ball, but just for a single. Went to the back foot and just placed it to the sweep upper for a single. Sharafu looks like a very good batsman, a stable batsman, a compact batsman. We saw the openers, they were very compact in the opening stand.
A bit of hesitation there, but yeah, a nicely fetched single. Yeah, Sharafu has been in the squad. If you see in the past couple of years, they have been developing him. A very young player. He had been to he's been with the UAE team for some time now, and yeah, looks to be pretty comfortable here.
Yeah, Kushal Burtel, I think he's getting his line and length correct, his rhythm right now. Oh, that's a very good ball. Kushal Burtel finishes it off over. UAE there, 169 for 3. Dipendra Singh Airi continuing from the pavilion end. He's bowling very well. Rohan Mustafa. A quick single taken there. Very well run by these two batsmen. Sharad, what do you have to say about the running?
Looks to, both of them have a very good understanding between them. Haven't seen much of a hesitation. They've been picking up those short singles inside the 30-yard circle. Interesting play going on, like the middle overs, trying to rotate the strike. Nicely bowled there by Dipendra.
Yeah, we have been talking about Dipendra Singh Airi's bowling. You can see that he's giving air, he's mixing the pace. I think he's definitely using the crease as well. And the length, sometimes he's bowling up to the batsman, sometimes short of the length. That's very good, smart bowling.
Absolutely. You haven't seen much loose balls bowled by him till now. The bowling card, you can see he should be the most economical bowler till now.
Yeah, went to the back foot and taken a single inside the 30-yard circle. There's a big gap between short extra and backward point. Rohan Mustafa is playing on 41. I think it's a good platform for UAE to make a good total.
Absolutely. Single taken towards the square leg region.
Yeah, UAE they are 164 for 3.
commentary. The drinks break going on. UAE at the completion of 35 overs. 164 for 3. A decent partnership building up here. A very beautiful day today. Nice and sunny. What else do you need in a nice winter morning?
Yeah, exactly, Sharad. And the crowd is building up. Even it's a working day. And you can see the haze above the ground. We can hardly see the mountains around, the hills around. But it's just getting sunny, getting warmer. It was a bit chilly in the morning.
Absolutely. I think if you rate this ground in its beauty, it should fall in the top 5 in the world, isn't it, Paris?
Yes, exactly. It's a very beautiful ground, surrounded by hills, greenery, trees. And the spectators are awesome here in Nepal. They support the team so much, even in the franchise league, club cricket, national games. Even it's a working day today, it's a Monday. You can see so much of crowd around.
That's the support we get in Nepal, don't we? Nepal cricket in its rising stage, and we cannot take away the support that has been given by the Nepali fans all these years, which has helped the players and the whole Nepali cricket to reach in this level.
Yes, absolutely, Sharad. The fan following for Nepal cricket, it's huge. In the meantime, UAE in 35 overs, they are 164 for 3. These two batsmen building a partnership here. So Balkami comes back into the attack from the Chobar end. He's bowled 5 overs for 21 without taking any wicket.
Starting with a short ball, helped its way by Rohan towards the fine leg region. What role do you think Rohan should play in the remaining overs, Paris?
I think seeing Sharafu there, he looks a very compact player, and Rohan Mustafa has been playing for UAE for a long time. I think he should play an anchor innings. I think these two batsmen, they should play till the 45th over, taking 4 or 5 runs per over, taking 5 or 6 runs per over, taking singles. That's very well bowled and well played with soft hands. Taken a single, Sharafu.
Yeah, so Sharafu looking good too. As you said, a nice partnership build up here. Nice crowd building up, as you said, in a working day as well.
Shouts of no from the batsman Rohan Mustafa. He was hit straight to the fielder, the non-striker. Sharafu was running down the track, but sent back by Mustafa.
Yeah, very loud and clear call there by Rohan.
Beautifully hit by Mustafa. Pulled that ball. I think it was a flick rather than pull from the hip into the gap between fine leg and deep backward square for a boundary.
Looked like a half pull and a half flick there, Paresh. Yeah, very nicely put it in the gap there by Rohan. The fielders didn't even move an inch. Raced to the boundary for.
Yeah, the fielders were the spectators there. And I think it was a shot that he played. I'll come after this ball. I think that was a favorite shot of ours, Sharad, when we used to play.
Not mine, but surely yours. I had seen from the non-strike end when I was batting with you. A lot of times you used to play those pull shots. Yeah, interesting. Very nostalgic moments that we had during the past days. We'll definitely share you some golden moments of Nepali cricket.
Yeah, there's change in the field. Filer comes inside the circle. And backward point moves to the mid-wicket region.
Good thinking there by Rohit, bringing in his premier fast bowler Sompal. Probably he wants to get a wicket, and that's the over. UAE 174-3.
Dipendra Singh Airi continuing from the pavilion end. Yet another beauty of a delivery.
Just sliding from the arm there by Dipendra. Good variations shown by him today.
Dipendra has been very economical. In his sixth over, only given 11 runs and taken a wicket.
Ball running away to the point region. Very nice effort there by Gyanendra and stopped the boundary. He had 3 runs taken by the batsman. Very good effort by one of the best fielders of Nepal.
Yeah, and one of the senior players at the moment for Nepal, Gyanendra Malla. He's played a lot of matches for Nepal. One of my opening partner back then.
Slightly quicker. Punched it in the back foot by Rohan towards the long off region. Another 1 run added to the total. Rohan looking very solid here. Just missed out in the last World Cup from the squad, but should have a point to prove here.
That was pretty well played on the back foot. Punch it for a single, a long off. These two batsmen are building up a partnership that will be a threatening partnership if Nepal doesn't get any wicket sooner.
Yeah, given slight air there by Dipendra. Played towards the cover region by Rohan. Nicely fielded by Karan for 2 runs again. Rohan looking really, really solid here.
Yeah, as we've seen today, the ball which are bowled quicker, it is coming onto the bat. The ball which are just given some air, bowled it a bit slower, those balls are much effective in this wicket.
And 50's up there for Rohan. Very well played by him in his comeback innings, if I can say that. Yeah, one of the most senior players in the UAE team, playing for a long time, from his under-19 junior days to the national team till now. Very solid middle order back for UAE team.
Yeah, it was a very well compiled 50 by Rohan Mustafa. At the end of 37 overs, UAE they are 178 for 3. A very good platform to get a big score. And I must say, sir, in the semi-finals of the recently concluded Prime Minister Cup, 304 runs were chased here in this particular pitch. That shows that the pitch is very good for batting.
Absolutely, that was a record chase in domestic cricket.
Played with soft hands, Rohan Mustafa down to third man for a single.
Talking about that game, we were glued to our televisions. I should say on the YouTube channel. It was shown live. We were analyzing the game because we were playing for the APF team. We were watching the game very closely, and it was the most closely contested game in domestic cricket till now, I must say, in the 50 overs format.
Yeah, again played with soft hand to the down. Third man region, Karan Casey doing the needful stuff, keeping down to the single. And talking about that semi-final, the Nepal Army playing against Nepal Police, Karan Casey took 6 wickets in that semi-final. He played for Nepal Police. Even though he took 6 wickets, the Army were able to chase 304 runs. That's a record-breaking run chase in Nepal.
Absolutely. Nicely bowled there by Sompal, just outside the off stump, left alone by Rohan. Talking about that semi-final game again, just concluded tournament. What a game of cricket that was. A record chase in Nepali cricket, 304 runs chased by the Army team.
And Dipender Singh Airi, who plays for Nepal Police Club, he scored 140 runs. A century in that particular semi-final. That's another pulled shot. A short ball down to square, deep square. 2 runs taken by Rohan Mustafa.
Yeah, Rohan is building up a very good score here for himself and the team as well. Got his 50 in quick time. 60 odd balls. He got his 50. Yeah, UAE team looking very good here for a formidable total.
Was that a catch? Kushal Bhutel, who took a blinder of a catch to get rid of Muhammad Wasim. And the bowling of Gulshan Jha. He flew like a Superman and plucked a ball from thin air. Saved yet another boundary there.
Yeah, that was very nicely fielded there by Bhurtel, one of the best fielders in the team. Nepal looking for a wicket desperately. And that's a wicket for Sompal. Short ball working for Nepal team, and Sompal getting his first wicket probably. Rohan getting out for 50 odd runs.
Yeah, Rohan Mustafa, too many short balls and too many shots played in that short ball, resulting a wicket of his own. He played very well, stable innings, well compiled innings by him, but loses his wicket. UAE, they are 182 for 4 now.
That was a very nicely directed short ball there by Sompal. Cramped Rohan up. Couldn't execute the shot as he wanted. He was getting good runs from that shot earlier, but couldn't time it nicely this time. And handed a simple catch to the square leg fielder.
Yeah, Lalit Narayan Rajbangshi changing his ends, coming from the Berlin end. Basil Hamid is the new batsman. He'll be in the non-striker's end. Sharafu is in the striker's end. There's a slip in the 39th over.
Yeah, nicely started there by Lalit. It's his comeback game after a big knee injury. Must be looking to make a mark here in his performances. Again, nicely bowled there. Dot ball.
Yeah, I think there was a single. They was played in the gap, but Basil Hamid, a new batsman in, didn't want to take a chance. Yeah, Lalit Narayan Rajbakshi bowling a very good tight line and length.
Economical till now, going only for 3.5 runs per over. Another boundary there for UAE. Nice ball edged towards the third man region for 4 runs.
Yeah, he played that a bit late and played it in the gap. I mean, there's a slip and a backward point. He played that shot in the gap. Fielder tried to stop the ball. He dived towards his left but couldn't stop it, resulting a boundary for Sharafu.
Slightly full by Lalit again towards the cover region. Nicely fielded there by Gyanendra just for a single.
Yeah, Mulla is very quick in the field, as the youngsters, Dipender Singh Airi, Rohit Podel, Kushal Bhutel, these young guys. And Lalit Narayan Rajbakshi doing a very good job. And Sharad, I must say that if you bowl quick, it is coming to the bat. If you bowl slower in the air, it's pretty hard to score runs.
Absolutely, nicely judged there by Paresh, because maybe in the winter seasons you can get a little bit of moisture, the wicket gripping a bit.
Yeah, at the end of 39 overs, UAE, they are 187 for 4. Gulshan Kumar Jha coming from the Chobar end, coming back to the attack on the 48th over of the Nepal innings. I think Rohan Mustafa got out at the wrong time. Sharad, they were building a very good partnership. Very well compiled 50 by Rohan Mustafa.
Yeah, probably with only 15 and less overs left, maybe around 13, 14 overs left, he would be looking to up the ante, but yeah, couldn't do so. So momentum shifting towards the Nepal team a bit for now.
Just clipped off his hips, tried to take a second, but the fielder there was very quick.
Sharafu nicely carrying on. He's on 26 of 34 balls. Basil Hamid, the new batsman in, has played a ball.
Gyanendra Malla fielding a deep backward square. Was very quick to the ball. And there's a fielding change. The mid-wicket fielder coming to gully. Still, this is the 40th over, and still there's a gully in the catching position for Gulshan Jha. I think because of the new batsman there.
Nicely clipped there by Basil towards the square leg region again for a single. As you said, like Nepal looking to pick up another wicket here to put some extra pressure to the UAE team. Basil being one of their mainstays in the middle order for UAE. Pretty experienced guy, 30 years of age.
Yeah, talking about Gulshan Jah's bowling there, he took out the fielder from mid-wicket and put it in catching position in gully and bowled the ball to the leg stump. And I think the fielder has been wasted there.
Yeah, as a bowler, you need to bowl in the right areas according to your field to put up the pressure to the batsman. Yeah, drifting a little bit on the leg side. Gulshan running again.
Yeah, that's a better line and length by Gulshan Jah. Yeah, he was bowling very good in his earlier phase. Bowling stump to stump on hard lengths. He doesn't have too much of pace like what Karan Casey and Sultan Kami has, but he's bowling stump to stump. That is what is required.
Yeah, as you said, when he entered first in the scene in the national tournament, he seemed to be very quick, but yeah, some minor changes here and there. He's still one of the quickest in Nepal, but yeah, still early days for him.
That was way down the leg side for a wide. Gulshan Jah bowling either side of the wicket. That is not what Nepal wants right now. They need to keep UAE under pressure, bowling in right areas, bowling to the field.
Yeah, probably Gulshan trying for that extra effort, just pushing it too much towards the leg side. As you said, Nepal needs to build up some dot balls, and probably UAE would be looking to build another partnership here.
Yeah, that was a better ball by Gulshan Jah, right on the stumps. Basil Hamid defended it, gave respect to a good ball. That is what 50 overs is all about. Even in 2020, you manufacture shots in T20 cricket, but in one-day international, you also manufacture shots, but not taking any risk.
Basil has played around 25 matches, ODI matches for the UAE team, scoring 528 runs with an average of 25 plus. Nicely driven there by Basil again. Ball running towards the boundary, and it's gone for 4 runs.
Yeah, that was a good looking cover drive by Basil. It reminded me of someone from Nepal, Mr. Sharad Vaishwakar.
I would say you had a better cover drive than me. That used to be your favorite shot, isn't it?
Yes, that was my favorite shot. I mean, straight drive, cover drives, and the pull shot. Well, you played all these three equally good. Sharad, we had a very good partnerships in those days while we used to play for Nepal.
Absolutely. What memories, Parish. Gulshan running in again. Nicely bowled bouncer outside the off stump. Just missed. End of the over.
Yeah, it's end of 40 overs. UAE, they are 195 for 4.
And now changing commentary box. This is Avas Kimire back. It's Lalit Rajvanshi coming in to bowl now. And joining me in the commentary box is someone I'll be talking about after this delivery. Well bowled. And joining me in the commentary box for the very first time, making his commentary debut, Prithu Baskota. Welcome, Prithu.
Thank you, Awas. First time in the commentary box. Slightly nervy feeling getting in here.
The first time is always the nervous one. They'll run down for another single for UAE, 195 for 4 in the 40th over. Cruising, can we say?
Well, not exactly. I think they were in a better position till the 25th over, but I think Nepal has done really well to get back into the game, picking up a couple of wickets. Really crucial. We'll trade down the ground for a single.
Lalit Rajbanshi bowling from TUN.
Yes, this is going to be his last over. Bowled a really good spell here, Lalit, without picking up a wicket. Oh, that's a close one. Slight inside edge onto the pads. So I think he'll be looking to pick up a wicket here because UAE are going to try to strike the ball. But they might be still aware about the fact that it's his last over, so they might just look to play him out. Down to the cover boundary for a single there.
Talking about the pitch, Prithu, how much does it change when you're playing an early morning match?
Well, there's certainly going to be tough conditions when you start off the game at the beginning because there's going to be a little bit moisture in the pitch, as it has always been the case here in Kirtipur. There's going to be moisture in the pitch and bowlers have got to hit the right areas to pick up some early wickets.
And that's the end of the 41st over. UAE 199 for 4. And that's the scorecard. By far, Wasim scored 44 runs. Vritya scored 40 runs before being LBW'd by Dipendra Singh Aire. Rizwan was splendidly caught by Kushal Purtel. The partnership, the first wicket partnership that laid the foundation of 75 runs in just 86 balls. One run short of 200 mark. UAE right now.
Yeah, the start they got was pretty amazing, and they've built on it as well. I think as the innings has progressed, they have done really well to score some runs. I think the Cup lately, I think it was a really good batting surface, and Karan coming back into the attack now.
Well bowled. That's a direct hit. A good sight to see for the fielding side.
Exactly, and getting the crowd excited as well. I think we're going to see some action now because we're into the last 9 overs. And yeah, UAE batsmen will certainly be looking to score some quick runs now.
Definitely, and looking at the weather, we're talking about the weather. I was talking about the weather with Paresh a few overs back. The monsoon has already left Nepal, so there are no chances of rain. So the series, we're going to enjoy it in full.
Of course, it's beautiful weather. It's always beautiful in October here. Slight misfield there, confusion, and he missed. There's going to be a run out here. Should be a simple run out here.
The non-striker could have been in.
Yes, this.
He just lost hope.
Huge mix-up there. I think both batsmen at the same end. Nepal getting off with another bonus wicket here.
The good thing about Nepali bowling today is they have taken wickets in regular intervals, and that has restricted UAE from achieving a greater score by now. And another wicket falls. That was a very gap of communication between the two batters.
Yes, I think it's always the batsman's call whenever it's hit in front of the wicket. So I'd say that Basil Hamid could have done a bit better than what he did right now. Karan is going to bowl his third ball of the 42nd over. Basil is on strike. Looking for the quick single again. That's beautiful work. Shy of the stumps and misses it. Worth the try from Dipender there, I think. At point. He's super quick. He's a magnificent fielder. And doesn't mind giving it a shy on the stumps all the time. He knows that he backs his ability. He works really hard on the field. Great to see him just lashing onto that one and attacking it.
It's going to be interesting, as Prithu said, the late overs. It's Karan back in bowling.
Excellent fielding there. Great work. It's Asif right there at covers. Amazing fielding.
Arjun Saud, wonderful wicket keeping. That was some kind of acrobatic there. If he hadn't done that, that would have been an extra run for UAE.
Definitely, that was a really wayward throw from Dipender, but he did extremely well to get hold of it. At least he got a hand to it.
And tell me, Prithu, the fielding of Nepal over the years, past few years especially, has improved really, really well.
That's right. I mean, they've always been a really, really good bowling and fielding side. And they've worked really hard on their fielding this time around as well, as always. You can see there, Gulling coming in from mid-wicket. The plan is quite simple here from Karan. He's just going to hit those natural lengths, back of length, try to restrict the flow of runs. We haven't seen a boundary in a while, so that's good signs for Nepal here. What do you think, Avash?
Well, I agree to that. As Nepali bowlers, even they were not successful taking the wickets, they have restricted the UAE batters not to go for the boundaries or sixes.
It's well bowled. He's just sticking to his plans. He's got his mid-off up. That's the end of the over. End of the 42nd over.
It's 200 for 5 for UAE.
Quite an interesting change here by Rohit. Off spinner Dipender Singh Ari coming into the attack. I'm sure they'll be targeting the leg side boundary here, the UAE batsman. Let's see what we have in store right now. Tucked away on the leg side. Dot ball here, good start by Dipender. Again, another dot ball. That's really good. They're looking really sharp on the field. The crowd is joining in as well. Punched down the ground for a single again. looks like a substitute fielder. Bhim Sharkey is on the field. I'm not sure for him whom he is on for though.
UAE is still not allowed to play those free shots to try to increase the score. Just crossed the 200 runs mark. Basil batting at 9 and Ayan batting at 1. And as we see, Dipendra has already taken a wicket in his first over and given 25 runs in 6 previous overs. There was a sweep down the leg side. Fielder trying to make it. He stopped it. Wonderful piece of fielding there.
That's great work there by Karan Casey. He always puts in the foot at the right time. He's got some really good footballing skills there, Avash.
Absolutely, we can see that. We've seen players, special cricketers, practicing football during warm-ups.
Yeah, it just gets the blood flowing, you know. Everybody, when they come into the field, they just like to stay upbeat. And football is really good warm-up, as long as it's not too harsh, because you know how physical it can get. But it's all done in good spirit, just for the sake of the warm-up. So, yeah, Karan just, I've seen him quite a lot putting in that foot, and most of the time he gets it right.
Yeah, we've seen cricketers practice football during warm-ups, but we've never seen footballers practice cricket during the warm-up.
Yeah, that's one thing that needs to be corrected, I think. Slight delay here. I don't know what's the reason behind it. Umpires are on the mic.
Still checking whether it was a boundary or not. It was a close call. See that again in slow motion. It hasn't touched the rope. Can seen it didn't touch the rope. I think it will be given
Looks
as
fine. It is. So Karan there, his foot coming in really handy, saving that single.
Last ball of the over for Dipendra Singh Aire. There'll be a single to end the over. UAE 206 for 5 at the end of the 43rd over. 7 overs remaining. Karan coming back into the bowling attack.
Slightly awkward bounce there for the fielder that allows them to get off to a single. So the good thing is that the UAE batsmen have been able to rotate the strike, even though the boundaries have been thin for the last few overs. They have just managed to rotate the strike. I think they're just waiting for the last 5 overs where they can really go for the kill and get some really quick runs and gain some momentum as well.
The projected score we can see in the scorecard. We'll be talking about it in a while after this action.
Would have been close there.
Direct hit would have done that trick.
He's super quick there. Dippy just misses out on hitting the stumps right now, but I think they got to be careful running in his arm.
Oh, he would have just been in. Karan will be continuing. This is the first ODI of the bilateral series between these two nations. Oh, well fielded. Arjun South not letting the ball slip. Saved a certain boundary there.
Yeah, he's kept really well in this match. He's taken some really good takes down the leg side as well. And as you can see, he just saved a good single there.
And on the edge, those are tricky.
Yes, those are always tricky. The ones that bounce in front of you, you're not quite sure as to at what height the ball's going to come, but that's really good work from Arjun.
That's good bowling from Karan Kesey.
Yes, he's just mixing it up. He's just bowling those slower ones as well, just keeping the batsman busy and guessing.
Basil and Ayan want to open up and play. They don't have many overs to go. After this, there will be only 6 overs remaining, and they want to post a decent total, a defendable total.
That's driven straight to the mid-off fielder. They're certainly looking to go over the mid-off fielder, but they have not got any elevation right now.
It's a good bowling by Karan Kesey. Last ball of the over to go, coming from the Chobar end. Karan to Ayan.
Looks like a single onto the leg side. Gyanendra coming in from the deep. End of the over. 209 after 44.
UAE 209 for 5 in the end of 44th over. And we have 6 more overs to go, and in the commentary box, this is me, Avash Kemiri, along with Prithu Baskota, making his debut in the commentary box.
Yeah, it's really nervy feeling, to be really honest with you. First time in the commentary box. And yeah, it's a first time experience for me, so I'm just trying to get used to it as soon as I can.
And that is the partnership you can see in your screens.
Dipender coming in for his 8th over. Cut away to the sweeper cover.
Prithu, I wanted to ask you, especially international players we see all around the world, playing their career, full career, and even between their cricketing career, they jump into the commentary box. So now you've done this. Down the leg side,
They'll be looking
to try to steal 2, and
quick word, another run out here. Oh, that looks close to me. Certainly going to be a close one here. Looks like another wicket is going to go down for the UAE.
some hesitation between the batters. They should have taken a run. Should have taken the risk.
Well, I think they got really bamboozled by the pace of the fielder there. He came in rushing in. I think that was Rohit, if I'm not mistaken.
Definitely you can see him on the left side of the screen, and that might be gone. We need to check if he had hit the...
I'm pretty sure he collected the ball and hit the stumps there. It's a good throw.
Wonderful
good presence
throw.
of mind to throw it to the baller's end there. Yes, that is certainly out.
The only doubt was, did he hit the wicket with the ball or not? It seems clear now. A decent crowd here at U Stadium.
The batsman is always in the pavilion and the new batsman is already in. So Nepal really shifting gears now, picking up some really good wickets. Much needed.
Nepal getting wickets in quick successions now. The pressure is on UAE. It's a good game of cricket we're getting to witness here, especially right after the T20 World Cup. This is the first bilateral series in world cricket right now.
Got to be the first somewhere. So, and also congratulations to the English cricket team for winning the T20 World Cup. Another single down the ground. I think Dippy has done a really good job here. He's just restricting, no boundaries. Bowling the 45th over. What do you think? What are you projecting, Avash? What do you think the score is going to be?
I think it's going to be something around 230 to 40. But the batsmen, now the batters need to get going. They need to take some risk. They have 4 wickets in hand.
Most certainly. I mean, it has to be the off spinner that they must be targeting. I'm pretty sure there must be talks going on in the dressing room about whom to go on the attack. Right now, it just looks conservative. They're just trying to rotate the strike.
Well bowled, 2 runs so far in this over and a wicket for Nepal. Brilliant combination between the captain and Dipender Singh Airi there. Running out his opponent.
Flighted delivery, just punched down the ground. That's the new batsman there, right there. Ahmed Raza.
Last ball of the over.
Big shot attempted on the offside there, just for a single though. Again, Dipender finishes off the over without conceding a boundary, so that's brilliant work from Dipender, absolutely amazing.
At the end of the 45th over, 214 for 6, UAE. It looks like Sompal will be brought into the attack now. He's been successful today. Bowled 7 overs and taken a wicket, giving away 38 runs. It was a vital wicket Sompal got there.
Slight change in the field here. Karan was bowling with the mid-off up. Now Sompal has the mid-off down and the fine leg up. That's a short delivery, well fielded there, fumble. It's just going to be a single there. It's again that man, Dipender. He's a live wire in the field.
And you can see crowd coming in as the college hours are getting over. We can expect a decent crowd here at TU Stadium.
Most certainly. It's a beautiful weather and yes, the people are just getting in. And I think we can expect a bit more crowd in during the course of the day.
Sompal back in the attack. Bowling his 8th over. He still has 3 overs to go.
Sompal has the mid-off up for the new batsman. He's steaming in. Another quick single there. They wouldn't mind this, Nepal. I think UAE most certainly will be looking for some boundaries, but since there's a new batsman in the crease, they're just taking some time.
Absolutely. The way UAE started the innings, they were like 70 plus for no loss, and it looked like they were going to cross the 300 runs mark today, but well bowled by Nepal, a good comeback throughout the innings. Here's Sompal again, bowling to Ayan.
Short delivery, he misses it. That's going to be one for the over the shoulder. I'm sure the batsman must feel that he's missed out on that because you always back yourself as a batsman to get those off.
But those are risky as well. But at this point of time, they just need to get runs on the board.
That's right. They will certainly play the shots, no doubt about that. Sompal is just planning his deliveries really smartly here, going through the overs, changing the pace. As we can see, another one sliced towards the third man.
This will be an easy collection. And that is the substitute fielder, Bhim Sarki, down at the third man.
They really worked out their plans. I'm really impressed by the change of pace that they have been doing consistently, because the pitch is not coming through as the batsman would expect it to. So the change of pace is really handy here. That one came through nicely. Down to the sweeper boundary for a single. Still no boundaries, Avash.
Absolutely. I was just looking at the scorecards, and the boundaries had dried up, and in this innings of UAE, only Muhammad Wasim has scored a maximum. Only 1 6 in the entire UAE innings.
That shows the pitch has not been as easy to bat on as we've expected it to be. Another short delivery there, chance for a catch. That goes over the boundary for a huge 6.
This is what we were talking about, especially you were talking about, Prithu, previous few balls. The batter just needs to connect with the ball in these kind of situations. Just use the pace of the ball, just get the top edge there, and the ball will run itself to the boundary. And this time, when we were just talking about the 6s drying up, they will finally have a 6.
They're certainly getting a move on right now with this 6. I think they will look to capitalize on this start that they have got at the end of the over.
Straight into the Nepali dugout.
Karan coming in from the pavilion and he's changing ends. Looks a standard field, so we've got 2 fielders on the leg side, 1 square leg and 1 deep mid-wicket. Looks like it's going to change it one more time with the final leg going down, mid-wicket coming in. So I'm pretty sure, I think the leg side boundary is what the UAE batsman would be targeting. It's a shorter boundary than the offside, and with the natural swing, I think they're going to go to the leg side more often.
Final overs. Karan will be looking for a wicket.
Most certainly, he's been the strike man for Nepal for quite a number of years now. Another slower delivery there, slight misfield, but a quick single nonetheless.
We're talking about fielding. Nepal has done quite a good job today, especially the catch taken by Kushal Purtil.
I missed out on that catch. I need to see the replay.
It's an amazing catch. We'll soon see the replay.
Ayan on strike to Karan. Short delivery. This could be a chance, but just goes over the top of the fielder there at mid-wicket. Just a single.
And it was a tough catch to take when you're going along with the ball. That's probably really difficult.
Those are always going to be difficult. One coming over the shoulder. You just have to watch the ball at all times. And if you just miss the ball, the trajectory of the ball for even a second, then you have you diminish the chances of catching the ball. Another slow short delivery there. Excellent bowling here by Karan. He's just hitting the deck hard with those slower balls, and the batsman can't get really adjusted to the pace of the pitch.
Nepali bowlers still not allowing the UAE batters to play the free shots for some maximums or boundaries.
Slight inquiry there by the batsman with the umpire. I'm not quite sure what's the matter, but it's all well and good.
Maybe Karan's ball hit him around the head area, and
could be. The short delivery there. He just bought his fine leg a bit finer. So they've really good plans here, Avash. He just wants to use that slower delivery, slower bouncer. He's got 2 fielders, 1 fine leg and 1 deep square. Now the deep square leg and the deep mid wicket is back. Fine legs coming in. So I'm pretty sure he's going to dig it in. or maybe we could expect a double bluff here.
It's going to be interesting. Last few overs. 2 balls to go in this over for Karan. Bowling to Ayan.
Another short delivery there. Just a single. That's a big boundary there. I thought it was a smaller one, but it's not. Quite a long boundary.
Prem Sarki getting a lot of action today, even though he's come here as a substitute. Last ball. Only 4 runs have been given in this over. The projected score at this run rate is 243 runs.
Sure, they'll be looking for a boundary at the end of the over. That's a fine shot there. Down the leg side, the fine leg was up. Just had to put bat on the ball and runs away for the boundary.
And that will end the 47th over. 3 overs to go. UAE 232 for 6.
Last 3 overs now. We're expecting to see some really good action from the UAE batsmen.
Those dots in regular intervals, that's what we're talking about throughout this innings. Started from the 14th over, and we can also see the run rate.
It's going to be tough work with the fielder there. Excellent job there. Just restricting the batsman for a single. Last 3 overs, UAE are certainly going to look for some big shots with 4 wickets in hand. They'll be eyeing another 30 runs minimum from here on in.
They should be doing that. The kind of start they got was really impressive.
260 is going to be a par score at Kirtipur. Slower delivery again, try to heave it on the leg side, misses it, and that's a single.
Clever play by Ahmed. Quick single. The wicket keeper was a bit slow to react. And they steal a run here. They don't take a run, they steal a run here.
Steal the run, that's right, Avash, I think. And again, coming back to the plans of the bowlers, I think they have done superbly well so far. Just sticking to their plans, and again we see a change of field here. The square leg is coming towards the umpire, and the mid wicket falls back. Slower delivery again. That's well bowled from Sompal. Just hitting that Yorker. I'm not quite sure if he meant that.
And look at that wonderful view of the historic, I may say, TU International Cricket Ground, situated here in Kirtipur. Wonderful sight this is. On the top left you can see the practice pitches. Back to the game.
Short delivery there, and that's going to be a boundary towards the third man. I think Sompal is just pitching a bit too short. Maybe he can come a bit in front. That's too short. That gives the batsman too much time. He can just guide it towards the third man or even pull it.
Shorter ball and give the batsman some room.
That's right. That's right. We saw a boundary, similar boundary in the previous over from Sompal, so he just needs to adjust the line and length here, coming in the last 3 overs. Another short delivery there. Oh, single there. Fumble from Arjun. He looks kind of surprised there. Must have just kicked off from the pitch and came in a bit faster.
Umpire signaling it for a 5-run. Last ball of the over. 6 runs already given by Sompal in this over.
Well, Nepal wouldn't mind 6 runs in the 48th over. I'm sure they would love a wicket here, but they wouldn't mind 6 runs. It's just run a ball. They can't afford a boundary in this last ball. That's well bowled. Well bowled from Sompal, finishing off with a dot ball here.
A decent over, and now let's end it. UAE 238 for 6 at the end of 48th over. 12 balls to go, and this beautiful sight of the stadium. And in the backdrop is the Kathmandu Valley.
It just looks so beautiful. It's bright and sunny today.
A perfect day for a game of cricket.
Absolutely, no doubts.
And this ground is only 7 kilometers away from the central city area. It's on the outskirts of Kathmandu Ring Road that we say. The technical Kathmandu area between the inside the ring road, and on the left side you can see the Tribhuvan University buildings.
Beautiful panoramic view there. Just keeps on getting better.
Look at the top, the fog hasn't still left. Karan will be bowling.
Another slow delivery. Hit to the long on fielder. Karan's execution of the slow ones and his consistency has been remarkable today. Just needs to finish well. Another change of field now. Mid-wicket comes in. He's thinking about bringing the mid-off up, and he does. Sends the third man back. The batsman will certainly be looking to go over the boundary.
Another swing, didn't connect well, that will be a single.
This is super bowling from Karan. He's just sticking to one plan. He's just keeping the batsman guessing as well. He's just changing the field every ball. He knows that Ahmed Raza is going to heave him on the leg side, so he's just bringing the mid-off up, and he's got other plans for the next batsman.
Karan still hasn't picked up any wickets. He's bowling his last over of the innings.
That's heaved on the leg side once again. Just a single. Good work from Beam there.
Disciplined bowling from the Nepali bowlers today. They haven't let the UAE batters to score those boundaries in sixes in regular intervals.
And I also think that Rohit has been really proactive as a captain. I think he's changed the bowling really well. And he's set his fields right. So kudos to Rohit as well.
Ayan, 24 of 26 balls. He's already a settled batsman. All he needs to do now is go for those big shots.
Another slower one. They just seem helpless with these slower ones. They just can't get off. They're trying to connect, but I think they're trying to hit the ball too hard, as you'd expect in the last 2 overs, with the batsman to just swing and swing hard, but they have not connected a single ball from Karan. So I think he's worked out really well.
He's getting inside the batter's brain.
That's right.
Mind. Good piece of bowling this way, being able to see. See the security personnel in the background, just behind the Cricket Association of Nepal's board.
A wonderfully executed Yorker there. Batsman looking for the single, but I wouldn't run on Dipender's arm.
4 deliveries, 4 singles so far. That was the previous 5th delivery, and 5 singles. The good thing about the UAE batters is that they have been able to rotate the strike. That has put some pressure back on the Nepali bowlers.
Another slow one. This might be a catching opportunity, and well done there.
That will be checked. That will be checked.
Most certainly. He looks kind of confused as to he might or might not have stepped on the boundary ropes there.
Beam again in action. This time he might take the center stage, and even he's confused. This will go up to the third umpire. The two umpires are discussing about it.
When you see a fielder not sure about the catch, it mostly is going to be a...
The fourth umpire is looking at it. We will see that on the screen shortly. It's going to take some time.
Just going to wait a while for the angles to get right.
Just need to make sure if he has stepped in or not. That's close, Prithu, that's close.
Even from this angle, it's quite far, but I think it's a 6.
Let's check it from the another angle. It looks very close from this angle. It just has his foot outside the line, but not we cannot surely say it. Now this angle might clear it for us.
Right there.
It was that's very, very close. This is going to be very, very close. It's going to determine whether it was caught or it's a 6. And it has been given as a 6. Team Saki, despite of his all effort, stepped on the line, stepped on the boundary. A good effort though.
Good effort. Those are always tricky because you're always on the line with the boundary and you're not quite sure as to where the boundary lines are. And yes, that's a good catch, but yeah, 6 nonetheless for the UAE. Sompal coming in to ball the final over.
Final over of the UAE innings. 250 runs already on the board. 4 more wickets. Now it's time for Ayan and Ahmed to go for it.
Heaves it, just a single if he... Oh, misses it. Well backed up there. They're eyeing that mid-wicket region for sure.
Karan Casey was having a really good over until that 6 in the last ball. That he gave away 11 runs in total.
I think he came back really well in his second and third spell there, Karan. It's Sompal bowling it to Ahmed. As I hit it, that's going to be that's a 6. That's a 6 on the square leg boundary there. That's a huge hit.
This is what we were talking about. They need to open up and play. Now it's the last over.
You got no options. You got to go for it now. I think they should have done that a few overs earlier, but credit to the Nepalese bowlers as well. I think they executed their plans very professionally.
That's how the ball went out of the ground, you might say.
Yes, it certainly did, Avash.
Towards the practice nets. The crowd is enjoying. You can see in the background there.
They love their sixes. Sixes and boundaries. I love to see Sompal bowl a Yorker here. That's exactly what he has done. Looking for the second there. Batsman coming in. Slight fumble, but it's all well. Just a single.
The hesitation before this was resulted in a run out.
Few run out opportunities presented by the UAE team throughout the innings, and Nepal have fielded well. He's the fourth ball of the final over. Batsman coming on to the leg side a bit, still given as a wide.
That was a tight call for the umpire. Oh,
it was
had
wide.
traveled. out of the line.
Certainly wide, even if the batsman move towards the leg side.
One of the most consistent bowlers of his generation, Sompal.
Yeah, he's been struggling with injuries lately, but he's done well to come back again on this. Oh, that's well done by the wicketkeeper there. Not quite sure if he's going to get a run out, but that's well done to Arjun.
That will be checked. The leg umpire has signaled for the assistance of the fourth umpire.
So the total is going to be over 260.
Oh, it's a close call. Oh, he's gone. The bails are in the air. Well fielded. Arjun Saud.
I'm quite
Surprise wicket for his team now.
Yes, quite surprised. I thought he was in, but that's magnificent work there from Arjun. Brilliant job.
Ayan Afzal Khan, just about when he was starting to score those boundaries and sixes, departs for 26 off for 29 balls. A good innings at the end by Ayan Afzal Khan. And it's 259 for 7. UAE still has some deliveries to go in this over.
Arjun did get his run out. So good on him. So last couple of deliveries. UAE looking to get some lusty blows. Trying to get that total over 265. Let's see if they can get there.
That will be a single. They're trying to go for the second, what they want.
It's really good to see Sompal getting those Yorkers in right at when the batsmen are looking to get underneath the ball.
Last ball to go. Sompal will be bowling to Mohammad Junaid Siddiqui. 260 runs already on the board. That's a decent total now. Good comeback by UAE. Last ball of the UAE innings. Swing and a miss.
That's a wide ball. Late drama here. A few extras conceded by Nepal. These always come in really handy for the batting team whenever there is an extra run on the board, especially in the last over.
Pressure can be seen on the bowler now.
Sompal needs to finish well here for Nepal.
A maximum here will get UAE to 267.
That's hit straight. Looks like there's going to be a couple of runs, and it is.
263 is the final score put on here by UAE. At the loss of 7 wickets at the end of 50 full overs. 264 will be the target for Nepal. A decent total.
Most certainly, Avash. I think they'll be happy with this total. It's a par score. But given the batting lineup from Nepal and the form that they're in, I think they should back themselves to chase this down.
Good job. Job well done by Nepal, especially when you're talking about the way UAE started their innings. A good comeback by Nepal in the middle overs, but a decent conclusion.
Yeah, they would be happy with this finish. I think UAE would be relatively happy as well. I'm sure they would feel that they'll miss out on few runs there, 15 or 20.
All right, everything having said and done, let's go for the highlights of the first inning of the UAE's batting. And these are the highlights. And that was the catch taken by Kushal Purtel. The Prithu wanted to watch. 2 quick wickets could be seen.
Yeah, overall a really good start from UAE. They got off to a flyer. And Rohan came in and again upped ante for UAE, settled their middle order there, a few wickets in between.
Dipendra came in and got those wickets as well. Some fielding performances by Nepal. They have been really disciplined today. Haven't missed any important catches.
Yeah, Rohan really anchored the innings really well. 50 for Rohan Mustafa there. Steadied the ship for UAE.
There you have it. Another wicket for Nepal. This was the run out.
Simple run out there.
Good calmness by Kushal as well. He could have thrown the ball, but he decided to walk along, and another run out. This was a close one.
They finished off with a flourish there. They hit a few sixes, few boundaries, which led them to over 260, which is a really good score in this pitch. I think pitch is kind of slowing down a bit, although it should play well in the few starting overs.
And this run out came as a surprise. We thought the batter was already in, but
Yeah, we are behind the wicket, so I thought he was in.
that is the batting chart. We can see 6 wickets, 7 wickets, beg your pardon, lost by UAE. And there you have it, the score sheet. Wasim scored 44 runs of 41 balls before being bowled by Gulshan. Vritya was LBW'd by Dipendra Singh Aire. He scored 40 runs of 81 balls. Rizwan was caught by Kushal, bowled by Gulshan. He just scored 2 runs of 4 balls. Then we have Rohan, who scored Rohan Mustafa. Was caught by, bowled by Sompal. He scored 53 runs, the architect of this UAE innings. Alishan was run out. There were 3 run outs at the end. Alishan, Basil and Ayan were run out, and the total of 263 put on by UAE.
So that's the bowling card. Dipendra, really a good spell there from Dippy. Kushal came in as well, bowled a few, and Karan, I think he did a really good job in his second and third spell, although he didn't manage to get a wicket. Good spell from him. Sompal is a bit expensive, but he was bowling the hard overs. Lalit bowled really well. He was unlucky to not get a wicket there, 10 overs to 36. Gulshan, I think those 2 wickets in the middle really put the brakes on the UAE scoreline. Hari Shankar also bowled 5 overs.
The debutant, Hari Shankar Shah.
It's a big day for him.
Decent bowling, the economy just under 5. And now it's time for a break. When we come back, we will be back with the second innings. That is, Nepal will chase a total of 264 runs is the target. We'll see you after the break.
भनिन्छ चित्रबाट समाजको यथार्थ देखिन्छ र यसले हरेक व्यक्तिको अनुभव र भावना कोर्छ। कुनै कथामा तपाई आफै पात्र जस्तो लाग्छ भने कुनैमा आफ्ना भावनाहरू अलपत्र। कहिले बिछोड देख्दा आँसु थामिदैन, कहिले मायाको यादमा मन थामिदैन। कुनै गीत आफ्नै लागि लेखेको जस्तो लाग्छ, कुनै शब्द आफ्नै लागि बनेको जस्तो लाग्छ। हरेक कथाले सबैको भावना स्पर्श गरेको हुन्छ। हो, त्यसैले फिल्मका कथाहरू वास्तविक जिन्दगीमा मेल खाएमा यो संयोग मात्र होइन, ती हाम्रा अनुभवहरू हुन्।
बादल दिनुहोस् त फेरि भात कति भात खाएर हो यति भात त गाईले खायो गाईले पनि बढी भइसक्छ होला सौरे भात भात
नेपाली हास्य जगतले मात्र नभई सम्पूर्ण नेपाली मनोरञ्जन क्षेत्रले सुन्दा नै गर्व गर्ने नाम हो मदन कृष्ण श्रेष्ठ।
अब म हाँस्यव्यङ्ग्यको लागि म आफूले फिटै सम्झिन्न होइन, तर मैले बोल्दाखेरि हँसाएर किन हाँस्यो दर्शकहरू लाग्छ। मलाई कतिपय हास्य कलाकार भन्छ, हास्य कलाकार भनेको मलाई त्यति स्वाद लाग्दैन। मलाई हास्य कलाकार म हुनु पनि होइन, नभनिदिए नै हुन्थ्यो भन्ने नै लाग्छ मलाई। कलाकार भन्ने मात्र भन्ने हुन्छ, कला क्षेत्रमा लागेको मान्छे हो।
महजोडीका म अर्थात् मदन कृष्ण श्रेष्ठले आफ्नो बायोग्राफी पुस्तकको नाम नै महको म राखेका छन्। उनी नेपालका सबैभन्दा धेरै नाटक टेलिचलचित्र गर्ने बहुप्रतिभाशाली व्यक्ति हुन्।
एक छाकमा कति खानुहुन्छ तपाईँ भात? यति यति के यति?
भात त यति नै खाने हो हाकिम साहब, तर यस्तो पनि लाउन मन लाग्छ मलाई, दाँतमा पनि राख्न मन लाग्छ।
जङ्गल फाँडेर सुनको दाँत लाउने।
विज्ञापन, चलचित्र, टेलिचलचित्र, नाटक, गीत आदि सबैमा पर्फेक्ट उनको स्वरमा हालसालै फुलबुट्टे सारी बोलको गीतको लेजेन्डरी भर्सन सार्वजनिक समेत भएको छ।
फुलबुट्टे सारी सपक्क पारी पछौरे मलमलको कौशीमा बसी तिमीले हेर्दा मन मेरो हलचल भयो।
कुनै पनि नयाँ चिज आफूले काम गरेको नयाँ चिजमा दर्शकहरूले मन पराइदियो भने त्यो जस्तो सुख, त्यो जस्तो आनन्द चिज केही हुँदैन हामीलाई। चाहे कमिक होस्, चाहे गाना होस्, चाहे जुनसुकै काम होस्, दर्शकहरूले मन पराइदिनु खुसी लाग्छ। यसलाई पनि अत्याधिक रूपमा मन पराइदिएको पहिला थाहा हुँदैन थियो, अहिले त 4 दिनमा 18 लाखले हेरिसकेछ भने एउटा गनेर हिसाबै अगाडि छ नि, त्यसले मजा दिन्छ भने।
हास्य व्यङ्ग्य कार्यक्रमका सिलसिलामा उनको भेट हरिवंश आचार्यसँग भएको थियो। समय बचत गर्नको लागि विक्रम सम्वत 2036 सालमा राष्ट्र ब्याङ्कमा उनीहरूले मिलेर कार्यक्रम पनि देखाएका थिए। गाई जात्रा कार्यक्रम देखाउँदा सुपरहिट भए पछाडि उनीहरूको चर्चित जोडी मह बनेको थियो। हरिवंशसँग छाप्रामा बसेको र 5 तारे होटलमा बसेको दुवै अनुभव भएको उनी बताउँछन्।
41 वर्षसम्म काम गर्दा कति सुख, कति दुःख, कति गाह्रो, कति साह्रो के भयो सम्झेर साध्य छैन होइन। त्यो कुराको सिलसिलामा चाहिँ सम्झिरहेको हुन्छ, भनिरहेको हुन्छौँ। स्टेज प्रोग्रामहरू लिएर जाँदाखेरि त्यो स्पिकरहरू स्टेजहरू आफै बोकेर ट्रकमा लोड अनलोड गर्थ्यौँ होइन। हरिवंश र म एउटा बगरको छेउमा छाप्रोमा पनि सुतेका छौँ, जाडो भएर चुलोनिर टाउको राखेर पनि सुतेका छौँ। 5 स्टार होटलहरूमा पनि एकदम सामान्य जस्तो गरेर कयौँ घरमा बसियो। सुख पनि भोग्यौँ, दुःख पनि भोग्यौँ। काम गर्दा सङ्घर्ष हुँदो रहेछ। त्यसबाट गाह्रो जस्तो भने अहिले सम्झँदा आनन्द लाग्छ, रमाइलो लाग्छ। त्यो यसो गऱ्यौँ कि हामीले, खाइ नखाइ भ्याइ नभ्याइ गरियो, अहिले सम्झँदा आनन्द आउँछ।
लोभी पापी, राजमती, वासुदेव, के घर के डेरा, ट्रक ड्राइभर, बलिदान, जे भो राम्रै भो, सुख दुःख, शत्रुगते आदि दर्जनौं चलचित्रहरूमा अभिनय गरेका उनले सयौं टेलिचलचित्रहरूमा पनि अभिनय गरेका छन्।
गधाले पनि गाई बनाउन खोजेर सकिन्छ त प्रिय?
अब त्यो गधाको नाम नै गाई भनेर राखिदियो भने सकिन्न त?
त्यसरी नाम फेरेर हुन्थ्यो हो भने त अब कुकुर भुस्या कुकुरहरूको नाम खसी भनेर राखिदिउँ। नेपाल कमसेकम मासुमा आत्मनिर्भर त हुन्छ।
हास्य क्षेत्र र कलाकारिता सँगै गायन क्षेत्रमा आफ्नो स्वरको माध्यमबाट ठूलो योगदान समेत गरेका छन्।
कहाँसम्म सपना हो, कहाँदेखि विपना, माया मोह भन्नु पनि एउटाकै थपना, माया मोह भन्नु पनि एउटाकै थपना, एउटाकै थपना हो पानी छाया।
निकट भविष्यमा नै नयाँ चलचित्रमा समेत काम गर्न लागेका उनी सरल स्वभावका व्यक्ति हुन्।
ठुलो पर्दामा देख्न पाइएला के जस्तो छ। हाम्रो प्रदीप भट्टराई भाइहरूले एउटा फिल्म बनाउनु जात्रा बनाए, सफल भयो। जात्रै जात्रा बनाए, त्यो पनि राम्रो भयो। अब हामीलाई खेलाडीहरू पनि सोचिरहेछन् उनीहरूले, हामी हुन्छ भनेको छौँ। किन प्रदीप भट्टराई भने हाम्रो 13 वर्षसम्म हामीसँग आबद्ध भएर अखबारमा एसिस्टेन्ट डाइरेक्टरको काम गरेको लामो अनुभव छ। उनीहरूले त्यो ग्रुपले बनाउँदैछ, त्यसमै खेल्छौँ होला अब।
विक्रम सम्वत 2007 साल वैशाख 7 गते जन्मिएका मदन कृष्ण श्रेष्ठका छोरा यमन श्रेष्ठ समेत कलाकारितामा सक्रिय रहँदै आएका छन्।
यमनको कुरा गर्दाखेरि यमनको यति भर्सटाइल छ त्यो यमन भने मैले गीत आफै लेख्छ आफै ल्याइराख्छ आफै प्रोग्रामिङ गर्छ आफै एरेन्ज गर्छ आफै रेकर्ड गर्छ आफै मिक्सिङ गर्छ सबै एभ्रिथिङ अनि फेरि कथाको स्क्रिप्ट पनि आफै बनाउँछ एड पनि बनाएको छ एड पनि त्यो नेपाल टपको एड राजेश हमालजीलाई खेलाएर बनाएको छ हामीलाई खेलाएर पनि अस्ति सुटिङ गर्यो उसले त्यसरी एडको पनि आफै बनाउँछ खासखुस भन्ने कति थुप्रै 2 वर्षसम्म खासखुसको स्क्रिप्ट उसले अरूसँग बसेर लेख्यो त्यो काम गरेर घरको काम पनि गर्न भ्याउँछ फेरि मलाई छिनछिनमा डाक्टर गान लग्ने बेलामा लग्ने काम पनि भ्याउँछ यो छ उसो भने छैन सबै पर्छ काम गर्छ
ढले पिपल एक्लै पिपल ढले बर ढले पिपल एक्लै पिपल ढले बर जो ढले नि चौतारीको छाती चरर जो ढले नि चौतारीको छाती चरर